Hello, it's Phillip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and I'm looking at a book from Elgar Publishing, which is a very interesting book for both practitioners and academics. This one is looking at competition law. The question it poses is more common ground for information competition law. And what we're saying is, yes, there is more common ground for international competition law, and this book actually makes the case out extremely well. It's edited by 5 people, Josef Drexel, Warren S. Grimes, Clifford A. Jones, Rudolph J.R. Peritz and Edward T. Swaine. Now, we've given it the review, a wide-ranging commentary on competition law development across the world. And what we've said is this: it's always dangerous when you have a question in the title of the book, but it works here without doubt. This is a heavy book reliant on substantive pre-knowledge of the subject matter, and the 5 editors have come together with 17 contributors, including some of them themselves, of course, to set out how much common ground we actually have with international competition law. And it's more than you would think. I think it's a thoughtful statement of approach which, as many commentators have said, will promote convergence rather than diversity, dealing as it does with much highly topical material. It's of great value to academics, as I've indicated, as well as to us as lawyers and also, I think, to economists. The 4 parts of the book cover the following areas. That's the economic foundations of competition law itself, individual jurisdictions and international perspectives, intellectual property in competition law, and promoting competition policy nationally and across borders. And that's how the structure goes, and then the contributions are there. I'll show you the book in a second. I think it remains a daunting task for the 5 editors who have tried, in our view, to prove that a harmonious link from the variety of contributors actually does exist and can exist to produce what will be substantial grounds for successful international competition law in the future. The thing is, if there is a will, and I think that's really the key to it, although this is a very detailed work. That's the front cover. There's some comments on the back, which you can see there. The book isn't particularly big. It's under 300 pages, around about 300. There's an index. You'll see on the last chapter there's a conclusion at the end. So it starts off, each of the contributions starts off with an introduction. There's a classic example in chapter 8. It starts off with an introduction. There are footnotes. There are footnotes, of course, there, and there are also paragraph numbers, so you can find what you're looking for. Then, of course, you have a recent conclusion at the end. It does look at both the global scene as well as perhaps the European scene, and as you can gather from the editors, this is actually a wide publication across the globe. So thank you very much to Elgar Publishing and also the Academic Society for Competition Law. You'll see their little logo at the bottom, for producing what I think is an excellent new book, intellectually covering the aspects of international competition law. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.